When y'all trailer got shot up, Big, he was behind that, right?
Yeah, we was in Red Hook, Brooklyn. We was shooting a video for New York, New York. And that's the scene that we on the stairs and shooting when it was snowing. And then we went to the trailer, you know, we smoking in there. And all of a sudden, a window pop. And some shit shatter. But motherfuckers are still partying in there, you know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, something shatter again. Pow, pow. You know, the street instincts kick in. Get on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And then they like security running in, say, where's Snoop at? And everybody say nothing because, you know, we learn not to say nothing in case a nigga come in there want to shoot. And once he let us know it was Death Row Security, Frank, you know, Frank from Tupac, we niggas get up and get the fuck up out of there. Video over with. Now we.
This nigga got a rap.
I don't know, man.
He be doing this shit.
If we had hair, we would wear the Daz Dillinger joint.
I wouldn't. You know, drop your. He be dropping his rap in the morning.
Part down there.
With a part.
I don't know, man. It's Daz, California dude.
With a salt and pepper mustache, like a walrus.
Go to LA and start kicking the buildings over. You know what I mean? Because Funk Master Flex and Biggie got on the radio and just told them, this is where them niggas at. That's the address. That's where they at, Times Square, represent New York. It was over with then. All hell jumped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that big one on the radio station. He ain't say it just like that. He was just like Brooklyn stand up, basically.
There you go.
They here.
And they fired.
But all we was doing was giving praise to New York. You know, we thought we was doing something. You know, niggas always think they doing something because, you know, Melly Mel made up the hook. It was a Melly Mel song. We didn't change no lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But they took it the wrong way, maybe because we had 6'4" low-lows, niggas with khakis and smoking weed and shit. You know, that's when weed wasn't legal out there in New York. So, you know, but all shout out to New York, though. You know, I love y'all. It's Daz Dillinger.
Was Tupac out yet when y'all trailer got shot up?
Pac was out of jail, but he didn't come. And then once he heard about it, he went stupid ballistic. He was like, come on back home. And then, you know, that's when we started making songs like NY 187 and a whole bunch of songs that I produced that I ain't heard yet, you know. But he got an arsenal of songs, though.
He mad at Snoop right now.
Who?
Daz.
Why?
I don't know. He just mad at him something about some money or something.
That was his cousin.
It is his cousin. He don't care. Even his son.
Who? Daz Dillinger's son?
No, Snoop Dogg's son was saying something crazy about him.
Which one? The Latibita son?
He don't got no legitimate son.
Yeah, he do.
Snoop don't got no legitimate
Yes,
son.
he do.
Son, you lying.
I'm not.
None of Snoop Dogg's sons are gay. He has 3 sons, Corday, Cordell, and Julian. All of them have been in relationships with women. Come on, man. Try to put that on Snoop Dogg.
My bad.
Anyway, here go Daz. He mad at his cousin.
What? Your performance is whack. No bullshit. Snoop's never had your whack ass on stage. Take that hippie shit out of here. This is gangster zone.
This message is for my big cousin Daz. I've watched you talk shit about my dad for who knows how long, and I never said anything because y'all are cousins. That's between y'all. The moment I draw the line is when you came at my grandpa a certain way. You and I both know how you came at
Granddoggy dog.
him, and I'm gonna keep that between us. But you came at him a certain way, and I told you how I felt about it. And when I see you in person, it's so funny. When I saw you in person,
he gonna slap that rap out your head.
It's his cousin.
It's gonna be back nappy.
Big cuzzo.
That's what he said. Anyway, back to what Dad was saying.
Another song that I did was called "Only for the Money." Now that's a song that I produced, put together, and destroyed the reels. So nobody can make no remixes. Nobody can do shit. This song is gonna be here forever, just like I produced it. You know what I'm saying? When we got back from New York, Tupac was so excited and ready to diss. We made songs like NY 187 with me, DJ Quick, and some other people like that. You know what I'm saying?
So Snoop, he did throw some shots at Big on NY 187. That was his reaction to the shooting.
Yeah, that was a reaction to the trailer thing. Yeah.
But y'all had a relationship with Big, right? Before that incident?
Yeah, most definitely. And you know, right before he died, Tupac had died, and right before Biggie had died, Mace, Lil Caesar, and B.I.G. had called me to the studio. Remember, Tupac is already dead. Everybody's feuding. But we still cool because they called me to the studio to serve them some weed. And that's when they was making that song, Crips and Hoes and Was Alone. You know, that one right there with Too Short. I'm like, damn, you know, Biggie was in there. And I didn't even sell him no weed. I just gave him the 2 ounces. You know what I'm saying? And me and C's, we talk about that, you know what I'm saying? But we was cool. Cause I was gonna have Puffy mix the Dogg Pound album, and then Suge came and like, nah, I didn't even know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was some tension going on. But you could see, cause every time we try to hang with him and all that, Suge Knight would come into play. But this is before they success too.
Before who's
This is before Biggie's success too. So you know, and then we on stage freestyling. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that was in our younger days. That was before we was even 22 years old.
What was you thinking when Big did come out to LA so soon after Pac got killed?
That was a little bold.
That's a little bold.
He's like, you out here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But see, back then, everybody ain't know.
No.
It wasn't like, I mean, we understood gang culture in LA, but I don't think people understood the reach and how quickly information moves on LA streets.
Yeah. Well, NY streets.
Yeah, NY streets, but not like LA. LA know when you get off the plane, man.
Yeah. But they said Puff really pushed that though. Puff was like, man, we gotta go out to LA. But everybody else was against it like, yo, I don't think, man. This is
Look, they
right
said
after Pac got, you know.
There's an argument to say he set it up. He had some involvement in it. You know what I mean? Yes. We don't know that. We're not making those allegations, but
allegedly.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that before.
Wouldn't be out of New York. You know, you just got to learn gang culture and street culture. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it is in LA. The gang thing is so deep. They got their own communication system, so you don't know who from what neighborhood or whatever that saw you.
Right,
when you came in,
right? No, nothing.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with it,
before you even know you in town, somebody could have saw you. You know what I mean? On the roster somewhere. Right, oh, he on this plane. Yeah. Right.
I don't know what Puffy was thinking. You know what I mean? So, rest in peace, B.I.G. Man. You know, we don't know who to blame.
Yeah, I know Puffy when he was in LA. He did the Steve Harvey show with Snoop, right?
I mean, you know, just them two getting together for peace and, you know, whatever they thought was right at that time.
Right before that happened. You know? Crazy.
Well, you know, but the war was still going on as far as street, because Tupac died and everybody in their feelings. Mm-hmm. You know, and we from Long Beach, so we not in that mix. You know what I'm saying? We just looking at the mix. You know what I'm saying?
In the mix.
Because when Tupac died, me, Badass, was in the studio. And when Biggie died, I was at home watching it on the news. Like, damn. You know, like when Doughboy found out his brother was killed, when they drive by, you're like, damn. You know, like one of those.
Why didn't y'all go to Vegas for the Tyson fight?
I mean, we went out there last time and did the same thing. So I just felt like I didn't want to go. You know, we went out there when Tupac got out of jail for the 662 release, but Snoop couldn't go because he was on house arrest, I think. And so we felt like we didn't want to go at that time, and that was my reason. You know what I'm saying? I want to drive 4 hours and then got to drive 4 hours back. You know what I mean? Plus, we wasn't performing.